The apron of the trailer is securely welded to the bottom of the trailer with no cracked or broken welds. There's no washboarding and it is properly lubed. Now the release handle is locked in the travel position, telling me the jaws are locked around the shank of the kingpin, and I will confirm that when I get to the back of the tractor. And now that I'm at the back of the tractor, I'm confirming that the kingpin itself is straight. It's not cracked or broken, it is properly lubed. The jaws are locked around the shank of the kingpin. Going down to the turn, the brake, and the tail lights are red in color with no cracks, holes, or condensation, and they're securely mounted. The reverse light is clear in color with no cracks, holes, or condensation. The mud flap is securely mounted with nuts and bolts because the entire it has DOT tape going across the top of it, DOTC2 tape. The flap itself is not rip torn or dragging. I do have enough distance from the back of the tractor to the landing gear to make proper turns. The floor of my trailer has no cracks or holes in it. All the cross members are there, present and tight. Securely mounted with nuts and bolts present and tight. They're not cracked, broken, or repair welded. The landing gear, I'll say the landing gear real slow. The landing gear is securely welded at the bottom of the trailer with no cracked or broken welds. All the nuts and bolts are present and tight. Both landing legs themselves are in the full upright travel position. The pads on the bottom are free and clear debris, top and bottom, and the crank handle is locked and stowed in the travel position. Coming all the way up here to the bulkhead in the side of the trailer, have no cracks, holes, or bulges. The clearance lights, side markers, and reflectors are amber in color with no cracks, holes, or condensation. Securely mounted the vehicle. They are red to the rear. I have 50% of DOTC2 tape running down the side of the vehicle that is not ripped or torn. Coming all the way back here to the trailer air tank is securely mounted with nuts and bolts, present and tight. The air tank itself is not cracked, dented, or has no audible leaks. The subframe is securely welded to the bottom of the trailer with no cracked or broken welds. The leaf spring hangers are securely welded to the bottom of the subframe. It has no cracked or broken welds. The torque arms are securely mounted with nuts and bolts, present and tight. The bushings are not cracked or dry rotted on either end. And the torque arm is not cracked, broken, or repair welded. The leaf springs are not cracked, bent, missing, loose, shifted, or repair welded. They're securely mounted to the axle with 2 U-bolts and 4 nuts. The 2 U-bolts are not cracked, broken, or repair welded, and all 4 nuts are present and tight. Suspension is now done. I'm going to go on to the brake system. The brake system consists of the brake hose. The brake hose is securely mounted. There's no cuts, abrasions, bulges, audible leaks, or dry rot. Connected to the brake chamber. The brake chamber is securely mounted with nuts, bolts, and clamps. There is no cracks, dents, or audible leaks. It is connected to the push rod. The push rod is straight, securely mounted to the slack adjuster with the clutch pin and cotter key. The slack adjuster is not cracked, broken, and is properly lubed. And how I check that slack adjuster is if I could release or chock the tires, release the brakes, and pull on it more than 1 inch, I'd need to get my brakes professionally adjusted. We're going to slide in there to the brake lining. It has to have at least a 1/4 inch material. There's no cracked or missing segments. The brake drum has no heat, stretch, crack, or repair welds, and there's no oil or contaminants in the brakes. Coming out of the valley of the tires, these are Dayton wheels, so I'm going to have to do them a little different. So the valley of the tires are free and clear debris. The rims are butted up to a spacer. The spacer is not cracked, broken, or has no metal shavings. The tires are of the same type, evenly worn, have to have at least 2 30-seconds of tread. Those suckers can be recapped. There is no cuts, abrasions, bulges, audible leaks, or dry rot. They are securely beaded to the inner and outer rim. Now the inner and outer rim condition is not cracked, bent, or repair welded. I'm going to go in here to the hub lugs. The lug nuts and the wedges are securely mounted. They're all present and tight, and there is no metal shavings. The hub seal is securely mounted with bolts present and tight, and it's not cracked, broken, or leaking. And this center plug is where I check and fill as needed. The valve stems are opposing each other. There are 2 with a dust cap in place, and this is where I check with the tire pressure gauge and fill as needed. There is no audible leaks. The mud flap is securely mounted with nuts and bolts present and tight. It's not grip, torn, or dragging. Coming back here to the back door is locked in the travel position. It does roll up and down freely. It has no cracks, holes, or bulges in it. The 2 tension cables have good tension and they're not cut or frayed. I do have 90% of DOTC2 tape running across the back of the vehicle that is not ripped or torn. Starting with my lights, the clearance lights, the turn, brake, and tail lights, the side markers, and the reflectors are red in color. They have no cracks, holes, or condensation, securely mounted to the vehicle. Now I would check the right side like the left side. I'll have the examiner help me check the lights.